Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's cracking? What's going on, man? This your boy Big Man up in the house today. Who we got up in the house today, man? Who we got here today? That's what I want to know, man. I see people already in there encouraging, hitting that like button. I appreciate it. Forever Smoke 211. I see you, man. Doing that good promote, man. I should put you on the street team. You know what I'm saying? Now, I wonder if you know what a street team is. That's some old hip-hop terminology there. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, rappers used to usually have a team of people pass out flyers for them. But, man, who we got in the house today? We got Trent, New Jersey in the house. What's up, dog? What up, Trent, New Jersey? DJ Scammer in the building. What's up, DJ Scammer? I see you. What up? What up? B More in here. I see you, Forever Smoke 211. B More in the house. What's up, B More? Baltimore in the house. What's up, man? Who else we got in the building, man? Don't be shy. As you come in here, make sure you hit that like button as soon as you pull up, man. We checking in today, man. What's up? Man, we got a couple stories to talk about, man. To be honest, 4 stories, man. They're all packed with crazy details and big backstories to them and all that, man. North Memphis, what's up? North. You know what I mean? What up? What up? Can y'all hear me loud and clear? What about from right here? Can y'all hear me? Hopefully y'all can hear me, man. Nashville, what's up? Sour Sugar, what up? Kemp, Texas, what's up, Kemp, Texas? Port Arthur, what up? VA in here, what up, VA? Sierra Vista, Arizona, what up, man? What up? Port Arthur, huh? UGK land right there. VA up in here, what up, VA? Black Haven, Memphis, what's going on, Black Haven? Haverstraw, New York. Sour Banks, what's up, man? What up? I see that big Memphis with the big M. What is that? Mediary, Louisiana? I wonder how do you pronounce that. I'm going to look that one up, man. Do me a favor. As you guys come in here, make sure you hit that like button. We hurting on them likes. So that way we get these alerts out. Everybody knows that we live and we doing the thing today. You know what I'm saying? Because we got 4 big topics to talk about. We're going to build on one story that we already talked about with SteveWillDoIt. You know what I'm saying? He came out and tried to say his piece. We'll talk about that. And y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. I feel a certain type of way. What up? Tapping in loud. What's up? You can hear me loud and clearly? That's what's up. That's what's up. Hopefully you can. What up, AM411? North Melbourne, Australia. What up, Australia? What up? Shooter, I see you. Probably got a felony for violating another. Oh, okay. North Carolina, what's up? I see you, man. North Carolina with the K. Okay. What's that? Fearson, Louisiana? I see you, Fearson, Louisiana. You know, Louisiana has a lot of French names. Like, there's a lot of French names in Louisiana, man. So, when it comes to Louisiana, I always have to put on my thinking cap on how the French pronunciation would be with some of the names. You know what I mean? Detroit, Mac Ave, what's up, man? Louisville, Kentucky, what's up? Tampa, Florida, what's cracking, man? Y'all do me a favor. Everybody, right now, make sure you hit that like button. Hit that like button, hit that like button. Let's run these likes up, man. So that way we can get them alerts out there, man. You said it's how Haitians said. Man, I can't even pronounce that. Forever Smoke 211. Rockland, New York, 845. What up? What up? What up? Mississippi in the building. What's up, man? All my David Banners in the building. What's up? 252. What's going on? Hey, y'all doing today? We all doing good, Shooter. What up, man? What up? What up? What's cracking, Shooter? 252. Where's the 252, man? Welcome. Hey, y'all all do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, man. Make sure everybody stop what you're doing right now. Hit that like button, man. And shout out your cities in the chat. I'm going to keep shouting y'all out for a couple of minutes here. But like I said, man, we got a packed show. We got 4 different things we're going to be talking about. The first thing is DaBaby and these felony charges that he just caught, right? Then ASAP Rocky and the possibility of his shooting case that just broke last week. Him being caught on camera? Huh? On camera? Say it isn't so, ASAP Rocky. Say it isn't so. Then we're going to talk about this SteveWillDoIt situation. Because SteveWillDoIt, he responded to the whole controversy with Perkio, the fake Lil Durk. You know what I'm saying? he responded, and he looks like he's cutting ties with his homeboy, the dude who orchestrated the whole thing. I guess he felt a little bit used. And I'm feeling a certain way about his response because they were on his heels, so he had to give a response. You know what I mean? What up, Bama? What up? What up? What up? 252 Alabama, I see you. Okay. Mississippi, I see you. Oakland, California, I see you. The 252 North Carolina, I got you. 803 in his house. What's up, South Cackalack? What's up, South Carolina? DaBaby can't shoot nobody no more. Yeah, he might be at his catch a shooting case limit. You know what I'm saying? DaBaby probably hit his limit on catching a shooting case, bro. You know what I mean? It didn't got to the ridiculous category. You know what I mean? As for real, man, make sure you shout out your cities in the chat. Oh, and the last story, man, I only told y'all about 3. So the final story is Moneybagg Yo and his baby mom. Allegedly, or reportedly, I should say, she lost her life, man. So we're going to read the report about that. Sad news. I hate to end on a sad note. So maybe we might throw that in the middle somewhere as opposed to at the very end, you know? We might end on the SteveWillDoIt story, you know what I'm saying? Just so that way we can lighten the mood, right? 336 North Carolina, what's up? What up? What up? Everybody do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Everybody, hit that like button right now. Let's get 100 likes, man. Let's go, man. I'm going to keep shouting out your cities. Y'all, everybody hit the like button so we get up to 100 likes. And then we're going to go to the intro and get this thing started. But we won't get started until y'all hit that like button, man. Let's go. Mississippi City, what's up? Toronto, Canada, what up? What up, Toronto? What's up? Tapping in from Compton, California. What's up, Compton? What up, man? I'm going to show y'all love. Don't worry, man. I'm not sure if it had to do with the hotel situation. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Because there was another story out there as well. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty crazy. I'm going to keep it real. Y'all say they're going to put him up for a while. Gary, Chicago, what's up? What's up? All right, man. So, obviously, we're going to be talking about the 4 stories that I was talking about earlier, right? Now, in order for us to get to those stories, though, you know what we got to do, man. We got to keep it official. Hold up, man. Let me get a couple more, y'all. Gary, Indiana. Chicago, I see you. Jackson, I see you. Opelika 305 checking in, I see you. Richmond, Virginia, I see you. What's up? What up? What up? What up? All right, man. So let's get to it, man. Let's get things started the proper way. So that way we know what that we keeping it official, right? So let's do this. Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get to this live, right? Now, today, we're going to be talking about 4 major topics, man. And we're going to kick it off today with the story about DaBaby. Now, for those of you who don't know and aren't familiar with that image in the top left-hand corner of your screen, that is DaBaby in a situation he allegedly had at a music video shooting. Now, at this music video shooting, a guy... And I want to say an older guy, too, because I want to say like the dude's like in his 60s, maybe 70s or something like that. He alleges that DaBaby got a punch off on him and knocked out his tooth. And DaBaby done caught a felony charge on this joint, man. So it's looking crazy for DaBaby right now, man. I don't know if he has any other charges over his head right now, but he is not shy of having incidents that he runs into, man. Dude stays in the news for some sort of encounter with somebody else, man. It's always something wild. It's always a fight. It's always a shooting. It's always something crazy. And this might have caught up to him this time. So let's check out this news story. Now, the news story I'm going to be referencing is from this website. It's called Uprocks, right? Now, in the story, it says this in the headline. It says, DaBaby was charged with felony battery for punching a man during a music video shoot in 2021. Now, for those of you guys who might have missed this whole situation, I did a video about it when it went down, when it allegedly went down, right? And DaBaby was out there with his crew. They was deep, and they were shooting a music video, I believe, for Stunning for Vegas. And I think Ola Runt at the time was in the video as well. But, man, it led to a whole bunch of, yelling because I guess shooting the music video was against the owner of the house they were renting's policies. So I'm not sure if it was the amount of people or the fact they were shooting a music video, but he was none too happy with the situation. So he thought it wise to go out there and talk to DaBaby and his crew. Now, in a video, you can see the old dude falling on the ground or whatever, and somebody kind of holding him back, but I don't see where he's actually attacked or where somebody jumps on him like they're trying to make it seem in this story. But before let's get through the story. So then I'm gonna play you guys this video clip, right? Now it goes on to say this, it starts off. It says, DaBaby was unable to stay out of legal trouble for an extended period of time. It was just a few months ago that officials announced that he was being investigated for assault with a deadly weapon after his bowling alley altercation with DaniLeigh's brother. Now that's crazy. He was accused of assault with a deadly weapon, because I didn't see him pick up a bowling ball or anything like that. I mean, the worst place you could think of getting into a fight is probably a bowling alley, especially the way they were sliding all over the lanes, like somebody might pick up a pin, but I didn't see any of that. It looked like straight fisticuffs, you know what I mean? Straight fist, that was it. But, those were the charges that he caught from that, right? And as an update to that story, it seems like DaniLeigh's brother isn't cooperating, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he thought, trying to go after the bag in that way wasn't a good look for his rap career, or whatever, but the last reports about that was that he really wasn't cooperating that much. You know what I'm saying? Now, my bad for neglecting the chat, but man, let's keep on with the story. And y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Okay. Now the story continues by saying, prior to that, he was detained and questioned about a shooting that took place in Miami. Now this was a shooting that, odd enough, man, that his artist Wisdom, who's the person he allegedly got into a fight with last week, or at least a week and a half ago, was, was involved in. We'll say was allegedly involved in. They were both questioned. Well, he was questioned. Wisdom was arrested. And allegedly he got into a fight with Wisdom last week. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. Now, these incidents join DaBaby's controversial matters, like the remarks that he made at Rolling Loud, punching an artist on his own label, and more. Now, the artist on his own label that they're talking about him punching is obviously Wisdom, right? Now, if anybody's seen that video of Wisdom and DaBaby throws this like 360 type punch, man, it looked wild. It was crazy. It was some movie stuff. And it kind of connects, but Wisdom gets to swing it back, and it looked like Baby was about to catch that L, man. It looked like DaBaby was about to catch, because he was just way too far out of his weight class, dog. Not to say that, just because you're a small dude doesn't mean you can't beat a big dude, but there's certain type of big, you know what I'm saying? And Wisdom he looked like an offensive lineman. I said that, man. That's just like how he looked. Some people, you just hit them and it just roll off them. They eat it like it's nothing. Now, the story also, it ends by saying this. It says, unfortunately for DaBaby, this displeasing streak of his just got extended. So they're talking about all these incidents just got extended by these new charges. So a felony battery charge is something that DaBaby can now add to his list of things to deal with. So it looks like he caught a felony battery charge. Now that's crazy, man, because you're talking about a felony battery charge. You're talking about a lot of time, dog. Like, you catch a felony, man, and he's just getting back to getting to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, DaBaby is just getting right back there. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's at the point where he's kind of almost came back from all the controversy from the whole Rolling Loud thing. And I'm not trying to minimize that in any way, so please don't say that. But it seems like he's just battling his way back from that. And now, you know what I'm saying, he catches this felony case. My bad. He catches this felony case. So, man, let's actually look at this video of the incident that they're talking about, and then we'll break down exactly what he's being charged with according to what this is saying. So hold up. Let's do that in reverse. Let's talk about the charges first. So the LA County District Attorney's Office applied the charge following an incident that occurred during a music video shoot back in December of 2021. According to TMZ, a man named Gary Pagar allowed DaBaby to rent out a massive pad in Los Angeles, and it was understood that no more than 12 people could be on the property at the time. So he could rent out the place, but only 12 people could be on the property. Could you still shoot a music video, is what I'm wondering? Like, just as long as they ain't, but it's hard to shoot a music video, I bet, with only 12 people out there, right? Now, despite this, DaBaby had more than that amount there in order to shoot the video, Play You Lay with Stunner for Vegas and Jake Paul. So it looks like he had Jake Paul there and Stunner for Vegas at this situation. Now, Pagar eventually became aware that DaBaby violated the terms of their agreement and reached out to the rapper and his team, who assured him that the crew wouldn't stay on the property for long. However, on December 2nd, Pagar decided to make a visit to the property where he discovered a crew of nearly 40 people. He attempted to talk to DaBaby, but that was thwarted when he was attacked by a member of rapper's crew, which was caught on camera. Now, okay, they're already admitting in the story that he was allegedly attacked by a member of the rapper's crew. So how could they put the charges on DaBaby is what I'm asking, you know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like, you know, if it was somebody of his crew, like, blame that person. Don't blame DaBaby, you know what I'm saying? And no pun intended, because I know he got a song called Blame It on DaBaby or whatever, right? But let's actually look at a post from Instagram where they show the whole altercation that they show the altercation that they're talking about here. So let's pull that up for you guys, man, to see. And my bad for neglecting the chat, but like I said, we got 4 big stories we're gonna be talking about. So I'm be locked in, man. I'll get back to the chat in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So let's actually look at this video of the incident, and let me rewind that for y'all. And I want y'all to catch that sound.
Don't do it first. Don't do it first. Call him. We got it all on camera.
Show me.
Don't touch it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it first. Call him. We got it all on camera. What is he? Look, he charging me all the cussing. He put his hands on him. It's on camera. It's on the good one. It's on the good one. I'll play it back for you, right? Look at him. He's steady walking. Hey, you put it. Don't touch it. Don't do it.
Okay, man. Now that looks bad. I'm gonna keep it real, man. Cause the dude is so old looking, man. He like, you got this big dude kind of rushing him, man. It looks bad. We got to keep it real. But to be honest, man, I don't know, man. Can you blame DaBaby for that? Cause this looks like maybe his security or something like that, and it looks like they're basically, you know, trying to hold him down, like, or trying to make sure the dude doesn't run up to DaBaby. Cause you saw, even in the little, the arrow that came up, you saw DaBaby was in the back. He was in the back by this, like, I guess that's a Ferrari or whatever. And he was in the back there. I wonder, man, what do y'all think, man? Do y'all think that was roughing him up or punching him? Or do you think that was just the security trying to do their job? And I know it seems like I'm trying to bail DaBaby out by saying that. But I'm really interested, because in the story, if you were to read the story, you would be like, oh, man, they just jumped on an old man. What up, Portland, Jamaica? What up? You would think, man, they done jumped on an old man. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Fayetteville, North Carolina. What's up, dog? But I don't know, man. If you look at that video, I didn't get that. Man, let's run that back. Because I don't want to be a hypocrite and, you know, or be out here saying something that ain't facts. You know what I'm saying? We trying to keep it all the way facts. But when I see that, it just looked like a security guard pushing him back. Like, hey, you got to get back from the artist, dog. I didn't see anybody swing on him, so I don't know how he lost his tooth. Maybe, you know, because that was a part of the story as well. So let's run this back. Get that sound for y'all. Yeah, here we go. Come here.
Come on, what is he? Look, he charging me all the cussing. He put his hands on him. It's on camera. It's on the good one. It's on the good one. I'll play it back for you, right? Look at him. He's steady walking. Hey, you put it. Don't touch it.
You know what? It looks like to me that his security got a little overzealous. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like, back up, because dude, Because you can hear DaBaby in the background saying he running up all aggressive and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And you heard somebody else in the background was like, hey, man, don't do it to him. Don't do him. You know what I'm saying? So let's see.
Call him. We got it all on camera. Call him. We got it all on camera. Call him. What does he look? He charging me all aggressive. He put his hands on him. It's on camera. It's on the good one. It's on the good one. I'll play it back for you, right? Look at him. He's steady walking. Hey, you put it. Don't touch him. Don't do it.
Yeah, man. It looks like the security might have got he did a little too much. You know what I'm saying? Because the dude obviously was in a position where he was walking up to DaBaby, probably mad about the, and I wasn't there, so I don't know this for a fact. We're probably mad about them breaking the rules. You know what I'm saying? Saying, like, hold up, dog. I told y'all not to have anybody out here, and you out here breaking the rules. You know what I'm saying? I explicitly told you only 12 people. So it seemed like to me, if you look at that, it seemed like the security guard just got a little overzealous, man. Got a little too handsy with the person who was running up. But it just didn't seem to me like it was a situation where DaBaby and them had thoughts of jumping on this old cat. You know what I mean? You said that's jail. What up, Dayton, Ohio? What up? He looked like a rag doll. He definitely got rag dolled. Why people always record? I don't know, man. That's today. You might as well forever. That's what it's gonna be. It's always gonna be a recording of everything. So when you're in public, you have no. What does the law say? You have no way to say that you're to treat public like like you're in the privacy of your own home or something like that. I wish I had the phrase down perfectly, but you know what I mean, man. So you can't assume that you're in privacy when you're in public, dog. So anybody can film anything out in public they want and just treat life like that. And it really doesn't change nothing, especially if you ain't doing nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue with the story, man. So basically, at this point, they're talking about DaBaby's charges. They're at a video shoot with Jake Paul stunning for Vegas, right? Now, Perkio eventually became aware of DaBaby violated the terms of the agreement and reached out to the rapper and his team, who assured him the crew wouldn't stay on the property long. We talked about that, right? He attempted to talk to DaBaby, but that was thwarted when he was attacked by a member of the rapper's crew, which was caught on camera. As if that wasn't enough, DaBaby told the individual to allegedly sucker punch Perkio and knock his tooth out. Now, none of that was caught on camera. I don't see anywhere where DaBaby told dude to back off and then sucker punched him, and knocked his tooth out. So they're saying that happened in this story, or that allegedly happened in this story, but I didn't see that in the video. I mean, so I don't know. DaBaby just has to prove if he did it or not. Now, DaBaby was sued by Perkio for the incident, and it's unknown if that suit is still active now that charges have been applied. So it looks like they went back and said, forget it. With this incident from the 2nd of December, we're going to press charges, and we're going to hit you with a felony for battery. So DaBaby just got a battery charge off of this. Now, what's even crazier is DaBaby, and I'm not trying to get into no conspiracy theory type of stuff like that, so please don't rock. I'm not rocking like that, right? But recently, a video surfaced of DaBaby during the shooting that took place like in 2017, 2018 or whatever, prior to his career blowing up. So it seems like there's a lot of eyes on DaBaby, and he probably should be watching this step out there. You know what I mean? You said that might be somebody's grandpa, so that's foul. That's true. That's true. Like, the security guard definitely might have went too far. Now, do you believe that once the cameras were off and stuff, DaBaby told him to back off and then knocked his tooth out? Like, that's from one extreme to the next. You know what I'm saying? Like DaBaby just said, forget it, and knocked the old dude's tooth out. Well, that's what he caught the felony battery charge for. So we'll see how that plays out in court, right? He's been in the news 3 times in the last month. That is true, man. DaBaby has been in the news a lot. Y'all do me a favor. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. In the last month. That's facts. That might be facts, to be honest. But I don't know, man. That's where this story ends, and we're just going to have to follow this as it plays out. and see if DaBaby actually gets some time for this. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like, with all the things that's been going on with DaBaby, to add this to the list, even with the case that he has with Danny Lay's brother, he's going to be having a busy time in court and a lot of wasted money, man, trying to make up for all these cases, bro. But my take is, man, the security guard just went a little too hard in this situation, right? So what are we going to talk about next? Let's actually, let's slide into ASAP Rocky, right? Let's talk about ASAP Rocky, right? Since we're going to go there, let's go ahead and talk about ASAP Rocky and his situation, man. Which is pretty crazy, Because ASAP Rocky himself is facing a legal situation similar to DaBaby. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at this, man. So ASAP Rocky, man. So last week, ASAP Rocky was arrested at an airport because they said that he allegedly committed a shooting that took place in November of 2021. All these cases are old, man. The case that they're talking about there with DaBaby is old, and this situation with ASAP Rocky from November 2021, that's old too. But they're saying there's a guy in their crew that's got like the star witness or whatever against ASAP Rocky. So we'll see how that plays out for him. Yeah? So this week, there was a situation where they talked about the guns that were found when there was a raid at his crib, right? So during the whole time that ASAP Rocky got arrested, simultaneously the LAPD rushed his LA home in order, and I think it was like in Hollywood or something like that, and they rushed his crib, broke down the gate with the battering ram and all that, and then went in the house and pulled out some documents, drives, things like that, right? They found some weapons as well, but the guns found at the ASAP Rocky home didn't implicate him in the November 2021 shooting. So you would think that's good news. Well, there's other aspects of this story that don't sound so good for ASAP Rocky. So, man, let's get to him. But first off, let's read this document that was released by the LAPD. And this basically details everything about the case and why they moved to arrest ASAP Rocky when they did. So check this out. This right here. Now, this is an official release from the LAPD. And basically they were just notifying people of why they arrested ASAP Rocky, man, which is crazy. And in this document, let's go through it. So if you look at the very top, it says Los Angeles Police Department, Los Angeles, California, news release. And it has like a number on it and all that. Arrest of shooting suspect. So this is from April 20th. So about a week ago, a little bit more, right? Almost 2 weeks ago, right? It says Hollywood. The Los Angeles Police Department's Robbery Home Division detectives have made an arrest in connection with a shooting that occurred in Hollywood area in November of 2021. On November 6, 2021, at around 10:15 p.m., an argument between two acquaintances occurred in the area of Selma Ave and Argyle Avenue in the Hollywood area. The argument escalated and it resulted in the suspect firing a handgun at the victim. So they're trying to say that ASAP Rocky was the suspect, but let's continue. The victim sustained a minor injury from the incident and later sought his medical treatment. So they said it's a male, right? Following the shooting, the suspect and two additional males fled the area on foot. So they're saying that allegedly ASAP Rocky and two other people fled the scene on foot, man. So that seems pretty crazy, but we'll continue. Detectives worked diligently to investigate and corroborate the reporting information, which helped identify the suspects involved. The suspect has been identified as 33-year-old Rakeem Mayers, a Los Angeles resident, also known as a music artist, ASAP Rocky. Early this morning, LAPD officers arrested Mayers for assault with a deadly weapon, firearm, at the Los Angeles International Airport. This case will be presented to the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office for filing consideration. Now, anyone with any information, blah, 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 right? So all that Crime Stopper stuff. So that details the incident. That tells you that they have the date. They know when it took place or the time that it took place. Once they have an exact time or of around when it took place, that's usually a bad sign that they might have other evidence besides, somebody speaking. You know what I'm saying? So, because most people, they get in those situations, they were like, what time did it happen? They don't know. They're like, man, I don't know, maybe 8, 9, you know what I'm saying? When they got an exact time, that's usually a bad sign. So let's get to let's get to the story where they talk about the video surveillance evidence that they might be having against ASAP Rocky, which is crazy, bro. So let's get there. So in that same Yahoo News story, it says this. It starts off by saying, police conducted an unannounced search on ASAP Rocky's home and found multiple weapons. This seems like a big find, but after running ballistic tests on the guns, it was found that none of the guns in the Fashion Killer rapper's home were connected to the shooting he was arrested over on April 20th, TMZ reported. Since there were shell casings at the shooting, police knew what kind of gun they were looking for and came up empty-handed. The guns that were found were also purchased legally and registered. So the guns that they found at ASAP Rocky's crib, they were actually legally purchased and they were registered to ASAP Rocky or whoever else in the crib. They didn't say who they were registered to, right? Now, while the weapon wasn't found at his home, there is surveillance footage of the alleged incident. I wish I had my CSI or Law and Order's, dumb, you know what I mean? Because the fact that there's surveillance footage of the incident, that's not a good look for ASAP Rocky. We could probably stop the story right there, to be honest. Because, let's be real, if they have surveillance footage of ASAP Rocky allegedly shooting somebody, and then, to be honest, ASAP Rocky with that hairdo and stuff, it's so easy to pick him out from a crowd. Like, I don't care what it is, man. If that footage is halfway decent, they got the technology now to break it down to like the most micro you can think possible and make out a face or whatever, man. So if that's true, boy, it's cooked, man. Cooked. Both sides, man. It ain't looking good. And my bad for neglecting the chat, man. Y'all do me a favor and don't neglect that like button. Y'all run them likes up. Get them likes up. Y'all said, but we don't know if a rapper gotta. Yeah, man. If you're in California, you gotta move super smart. I ain't telling you, you know what I'm saying, especially if you live in LA, not to have it, you know what I mean? Not to be protecting yourself out there, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But they got the technology nowadays, man, for the footage, no matter what it is. If they have surveillance footage of the incident where the shooting took place, they can break it down to where they can describe if it's ASAP Rocky or not, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure it sounds like whoever was involved in the shooting, but since they found the shell casings on the site, they got rid of that gun, which is probably pretty smart. I mean, I'm not trying to encourage bad things, encourage crime or anything like that, but, at least when they found the weapons on the premises, they didn't find a gun there. That was just world's dumbest criminals type stuff. Now, Rocky, born Rakeem Mayers, was arrested after arriving from a vacation with his very pregnant girlfriend, Rihanna, at LAX as he was exiting a private jet. The Los Angeles Police Department had been investigating the Harlem native after a man came forward and claimed that he was shot at by him in November 2021. According to a news release, an anonymous man said that Rocky approached him with two other men, and he and Rocky began arguing on a Los Angeles street. He is alleging that Rocky fired a handgun at him, which caused a bullet to graze his hand. After being arrested, Rocky was charged with assault with a deadly weapon / firearm. He was later released on a $550,000 bail. So, to be real, if this is somebody in his crew and ASAP Rocky shot him, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Like, he waited all this time since November. That's like 6 months. That's half a year almost to turn him in or to come forward as an anonymous source. And then we had ASAP Bari. He came out and he put whoever he thought it was out there and asked him straight up, like, yo, why you out here telling? So I'm wondering, was this a situation where dude could have probably been asking ASAP Rocky, like, hey, man, I got that dirt on you. You know what I'm saying? You shot me that day. So, you know what I'm saying? You going to help a brother out? If not, you know what I'm saying? I got my statement ready. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? My pen is hot. Yes, please like and share, man. Please like and share. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button, man. Let's push past that milestone. Let's get over that 100 hump and get these likes up. But I don't know, man. Based on what ASAP Bari said, doesn't it seem like that? I mean, because dude obviously had been sitting on it for like 5-6 months. Why come forward now? Unless, you know, something else made you upset is how I see that whole situation playing out. Now, after he was released, he and Rihanna hosted their baby shower. According to the Hip Hop Hollywood, they hosted the event at a studio in Hollywood, and they had pictures and all that stuff, right? So they talk about that. So for ASAP Rocky, this story ends on that point. That he went on about his life, had his baby shower, but we'll see how this plays out, man. Because, you know, up until the point where he got arrested, life was looking pretty good. I mean, Rihanna's his baby mom. You know, she got a billionaire. You know, what's up with these rappers? Him, Travis Scott, you know, they baby moms billionaires. Like, they shooting for the moon, dog. Hey, if you go, hey, let's go. You know what I mean? Let me stop playing, man. Let me see what y'all saying in this chat, man. What's up? What up? What up, dog? I appreciate the support. What up? I agree. And remember Reggie from Death Row? He wanted some bread. Y'all think Buddy wanted some bread? And then ASAP Rocky wasn't giving him that bread. So he said, forget it, man. Spent 5 months. I didn't ask for this bread. I'm telling. You know what I'm saying? Like Dave Chappelle said in that, what's the movie he got with Martin Lawrence? Blue Streak. I'm telling. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling. You know? And ASAP Rocky was surprised. Like, hold up, man. This is from my crew. I was going to get you that bread, man. Don't do all that. Crazy. Y'all said friendly extortion. Y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button. But, man, I don't know, man. I just know that ASAP Rocky, wonderful talent, had a great thing going, man. I'll see how far this derails him. Because for him to catch that assault with a deadly weapon charge, that carries a huge sentence. You know what I'm saying? You see, you can always tell sometimes by the bond amount. Like $550,000 bond, that already lets you know he might be looking at a lot of time. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he had to drop about a good $55K, $60K just to get out and all that, man. This is a mess, man. This is a mess. I wonder how much old boy was asking. No, I'm joking. Allegedly. I'm not saying he was. I don't know that. Those is jokes. But seemed like dude sat on that for a while before he turned ASAP Rocky in, man. Anonymously. You know what I mean? If that's who ASAP Bari is, you know, if that's right, who ASAP Bari said was the dude who turned him in, man. That's for real. But, man, let's go. Okay. I'll say this in closing about ASAP Rocky, right? Yeah, this situation is pretty bleak. You know, he's an icon in fashion and in music. But this situation, you know, he had a good thing going with Rihanna. You know, they got a kid on the way. It's all going good. This just takes him back a couple of steps. But depending on how they work this thing out, I don't know, man. I don't know how much time he's gonna see, but based on his this is the one kicker, I gotta say. He does have a past, I think, attempted murder or something like that in New York. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not 100% sure. But he's got a crazy charge that he had before when he was a young cat running around in them streets of Harlem. So we'll see if that plays into this as well. But, man, hopefully it works out for ASAP Rocky and he ain't do this, right? Now, with that, man, let's move on to our next subject, man. And I'm only going to talk about this one because I don't want it to be the last thing we end on, man, because it's kind of dark. And we're going to talk about Moneybagg Yo, you know what I'm saying? And this situation with his baby moms, man. Now, Moneybagg Yo, and I like to bring the person up that I'm talking about, man. So let's do this. Now, Moneybagg Yo, rap artist from Memphis, been killing it the last 4 or 5 years now. What has it been? 4 or 5 years. I want to say Moneybagg Yo has been murdering it out here. I mean, killing it. Doing big things in the rap game. You know what I'm saying? Really big. Big fan, humongous hits. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those rappers that the Shade Room likes and TikTok likes. He's in a good place. Plus, he gets the gangster pass, man. A lot of people, they still consider him a real one. You know what I mean? But he's had open situations with on social media with his baby moms and his current girlfriend, Ari, right? Now, before it was one baby mom, she was, complaining. He had bought Ari a Lamborghini or whatever. But I guess he had several other baby moms. Like, he has a lot of kids. I want to say like 7 or 8 or something like that. And one of his baby moms, according to some of the stories out there, lost her life, man, passed away. Now, nobody knows the specifics on this. There's several different stories of young ladies passing away in Memphis within the last week, which is horrible. Horrible that that happens ever, right? And they're all involving, no names, like not Jane Doe's, but just not involving any names in the story, right? And with this story, it's even crazier because it happened a few days ago. I remember when it first dropped, and it was a post on Facebook, actually, from somebody who was close to their situation and was showing their condolences, right? Now, Moneybagg Yo hasn't said anything, or he hadn't said anything up to the point that I had recognized, or even to this point right now, right? And it just seems like another tragedy, that, befell another rapper, man. And I don't want to minimize the situation by saying that. It just seems like a wild thing that happens to a lot of rappers. A lot of people who, and I noticed this trend, they get a lot of fame, they become successful, and it seems like sometimes a lot of bad stuff comes with that as well. Or maybe it gets magnified because they are stars, because they are celebrities or whatnot. But, it gets played out in the open. And this is another one of those bad situations and a tragedy on top of that, right? So there's a story from Hip Hop DX I want to reference. And in the headline, it says this. It says, Moneybagg Yo's baby mother reportedly passes away. Now, it starts off saying, Moneybagg Yo was recently hit with news he most likely didn't expect to get on Thursday, April 28th. According to news circulating online, the Memphis rapper's ex, Kennedy Lynette, a.k.a. China Santana, reportedly passed away, leaving behind 3 kids she shares with him. So they have 3 kids together, according to this story, man. So that's wild. That'll change the whole dynamic of your house, the whole trajectory of how your family operates and stuff. Because obviously you want your kids back with you in that situation. That's what I would, it's like, especially if they were living with their mom and, you're an artist and you're always on the road, it's going to change things. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different. I know that's a personal issue on their end, and that's the least of their worries because somebody lost their life. Now, word of Santana's passing hit social media after a friend of the mother of 3 tweeted about the loss. It's unclear what led to Santana's passing as it happened so suddenly. Now, in quotes, it says, "I'm so sick," someone named Jessica Summers wrote on Facebook. And she also said, "I'm hurting so bad, dude. I was just OTP on my way to pick you up, my sister. Why you had to do me like that? Kennedy Lynette, why you leave me?" So that was the first person they seen on their post from Facebook. And let me show you guys this real quick. And that's the post that they're talking about right there. At the bottom right here. She put that on Facebook, and that's what got everybody to talking. And I have seen other people within that friend group on Facebook who were talking about the incident, but nobody was giving any specifics. There's a lot of rumors out there, and I don't really want to jump into those. But like I said, this is just another tragic situation, bro. This is a tragedy, man. And hopefully, Moneybagg Yo, her family, everybody involved will be able to pull through the situation. You know what I mean? That's crazy because based on Moneybagg Yo's age, I think he's like maybe 27, 28, or 29, one of those 3. You would think that his baby moms are probably around the same age as him. These are young people, man. These people should be out living their life doing whatever. So anytime something like this happens, it's usually out of some sort of tragedy or craziness, And I'm not going to feed to the rumors, but there's a lot out there. I'm going to keep it real. Keep it real. Y'all said 3 kids. Yeah, man, 3 kids together. That's crazy, right? And I still think at this time, Moneybagg Yo hasn't come out and said anything about the incident. I mean, maybe it hit him that hard. I don't even think he posted on his story ever since this story came to light. And it was out there before, it was on social media before it was picked up by any type of traditional or big media. You know what I mean? And I know, man, Moneybagg Yo, they probably going through it, man. It's crazy. Horrible situation, man. It seemed like with Memphis rappers, man, too, man. Since they got the spotlight, man, all the Memphis, like, a lot of Memphis rappers are on the top right now, killing it. And if you want to talk about Memphis rappers, Moneybagg Yo is at the top of the top. You know what I'm saying? He's up there with Dolph and, let me not get crazy. He's on that same line as Dolph. You know what I'm saying? He's hot now. You know what I'm saying? Super hot right now. Where Dolph kind of took a step back a little bit and was running his label, pushing Key Glock. Key Glock, they but Moneybagg Yo, as far as like streaming numbers, as far as like hits and stuff like that, he's a monster. And, maybe that's maybe that's my way of trying to put a positive spin on a negative story. It's just, I guess the best way is to hope for him and their family. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully everybody involved, my condolences as well. But because that's crazy, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I didn't want to end on that note. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to end on that note. So let's get to our final story, man. What we going to talk about to close this thing out. And we're going to backtrack, man. We're going to go back to a story we've been talking about pretty much all week. And this story is involving none other than Lil Durk and his clone. Lil Durk and his look-alike Perkio, right? So let's speed through this, right? Because I'm pretty sure everybody's familiar with this story by now. Now, Perkio is a Lil Durk look-alike. Perkio went out there to hang out with, he thought he was going to hang out with some big YouTubers just to do an appearance. Him and the fake Drake, they do a lot of appearances. They meet a lot of people out there, you know what I'm saying? And, do their impersonation thing. It's a weird dynamic because it's not the real them. But they get booked for being the fake Lil Durk. They get booked for being the fake Drake. And they still get a bag off that. You know what I mean? And this young man thought it would be cool to meet up with the YouTuber who's close to the Nelk Boys by the name of SteveWillDoIt. He's like, man, this dude is rich and he's got millions of followers, you know what I'm saying? Or millions of subscribers. It would really be a good look. He showed up and it ended up being something that he didn't think it would. One of Lil Durk's ops was really behind the scenes pulling the strings. And this was kind of proven or put to light by the fake Drake. He put out the receipts and said, yo, man, this is the message that I sent to pretty much start this thing off. And he gave it to No Jumper. The whole message chain between him and the people who were trying to book Lil Perkio, right? And he barked on them like, yo, I don't like what y'all did and how y'all set Perkio up. Perkio himself responded to the situation because he ended up looking crazy. Because he's out here being a Lil Durk look-alike, but he was seen with one of Lil Durk's ops. So that didn't float. So he released a video talking about the situation.
Everybody, literally, they came out of nowhere and then they start, and everything. Like, that's 6ix9ine, like, lame, bro. Like, lame. That's lame. That's very lame. I didn't know that's gonna happen. I didn't know they set me up. The YouTuber actually set me up. What's his? I kept on forgetting his name. SteveWillDoIt. He basically set me up. SteveWillDoIt set me up, literally. Because he's one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform. He hit me up about the collab. He said just being Durk, because he had hit up Easy Drake and everything. So I'm like, oh, probably it did video with the Drake look-alike, so he wanted me. And then I'm like, I just went, to collab with him. I didn't know 6ix9ine was going to be there. I didn't know none of that. So 6ix9ine really wanted, 6ix9ine really lame for that. Like, everybody. Like, literally, they came out of nowhere and then they start,
Now, based on that response there, and another video he released on his official Instagram page, where he pretty much painted the picture that, yo, he was set up. He was set up. He said he was set up. He used the word ambush. You know what I'm saying? He used the word ambush a lot, just to explain the situation. And to be honest, the response from the hip hop community was, man, feeling bad because you know, we came to find out like, yo, man, dude is like only like I want to say like somewhere between the 17 and 19 age range. You know what I'm saying? So people really felt bad about the situation. They was like, man, this is dead wrong. Somebody's to blame. And he himself talked about the SteveWillDoIt guy, right? Now, SteveWillDoIt is the guy that's seen in the video with Perkio, actually talking to him, trying to get him to go and meet. And I know I'm backtracking, but I want to make sure everybody's level set and we all know where we're at with this story, right? He's the guy actually seen in the video trying to get him to meet one of Lil Durk's ops that pretty much orchestrated this whole situation, right? Now, later on, we're going to talk about SteveWillDoIt's response and how he feels like he's going to put an end to this whole situation. But let's check this clip out again one last time. Hold up. Now, somebody messaged me and said, in Creole, when his manager, this little dude that's with him right here, the little dude, the darker skinned dude, they saying when he came around the corner right there, he said in Creole. And if anybody's Haitian or if they speak Creole, okay, you know what I'm saying? I found this on the web. What is called around the corner. My bad. Freaking Siri. Yo, but if anybody speaks Creole, tell me. Because they said in Creole, he said, yo, they set you up, man. Like he told him that. So let's listen.
It's just like I don't want to mess up any bond with Durk and everything. I don't want to trust the word because I know image, so I can't. I don't want to like trust it. Yeah, I want to trust it.
We didn't know we was meeting.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know. I thought I was gonna do it with you and all that. I didn't know. Actually, you know, the background. Yeah, he has disrespected some of the members in Chicago. So I don't want to. Yeah, I'm around there. I'm around OTF and them boys. But I'm not affiliated with anything. So, you know,
just for safety. You never know what's going on.
Yeah.
So should we?
Basically, I said I want to mix the street shit with the social media.
Huh?
I'm saying you basically like don't want to mix like street people with like social media. Just like I feel like there's definitely a way to execute this and that.
Well, you guys can still meet. I think.
Now this guy in the blue right here, this is SteveWillDoIt. Now SteveWillDoIt is the guy who's going to be doing the response video that I'm going to show you in a second. Now SteveWillDoIt is the guy that caught a lot of the flack because based on hip hop terminology and based on the way, you know, drill rap and stuff goes, a lot of people were saying he lined dude up. Like, yo, you just opened the door that you will never be able to close if something really savage would have happened, if something really bad would have happened. So a lot of people were mad at this guy in the blue named SteveWillDoIt.
You guys should still meet on my thing, no matter what we do. Yeah, like regardless, you guys should meet. Yeah, like that's fine.
And
if you guys are just meeting,
whatever you guys want.
Yeah, you guys should meet. I mean, and then
if anything we could like do, and then like, you guys like can clear it or something.
Well, whatever he wants to do, I didn't even know about till I got here. You guys should just talk to him. But like either way, we can
still be viral.
Either way, we can still create.
I know it's gonna be viral, but it's about respect. I don't want to cross his line. I don't want to do anything without his consent. Like.
Yeah, he was standing on it, man. He was trying, man. And dude was trying to talk to him and talk him into it.
Cross his board.
You brought him out to be in his business video.
Yeah.
So he's basically representing him in a sense.
Yeah.
And we don't want to mix up no beef. We're just trying to get up. You feel me? We're just trying to make money.
Money and all that.
You guys should just go talk to Danny off camera. And then, like, yeah, regardless of regardless.
Now that made a lot of people upset. And in the next clip, when he talks to the guys from I Am Athlete, they didn't let up the gas. They was on him, man. So that made a lot of people upset that he kept pushing the issue, even after the youngster was like, yo, dog, I ain't comfortable with this. No. You know what I'm saying?
Regardless of everything,
I should might as well. Like,
yeah. Regardless of everything, you guys just meet. I'll figure it out from there.
there's too many people.
Now, after that, we all know what happened, man. Youngster dropped his guard. He went along with what everybody else was saying. Tried not to play too much into it. Just played it to the left. And he ended up getting kind of embarrassed, man. He ended up getting put on blast. He ended up having this happen. So there was a picture that he was put in where, you know, he had they made him wear a jacket. They made him wear a jacket with King Von's picture on the back to disrespect Lil Durk. So that was dude's play in the whole time. Now, I'm not saying that was SteveWillDoIt's play. That's the dude who is, who's Lil Durk's op, man, or his Lil Durk's enemy in the rap game. And really not that. Let's talk about this once and for all. Lil Durk never responds to dude. Like, Lil Durk never mentions dude. Like, he had one video a year ago where he said dude reached out to him, his team reached out to him to orchestrate some type of thing, you know, that beef or whatever, Lil Durk said. After that, Lil Durk does not respond to dude at all, man. And it's eating him or something. It's eating him up because he stays mentioning King Von and Lil Durk all the time. He's obsessed. And I think the fact that it's not working, the trolling's not working, because let's be real. You can kill him with kindness, or you can kill him with silence. And you can really kill him by winning. And Lil Durk is beyond winning, man. I ain't riding no jock. I ain't no OTF fanboy or nothing like that, even though I like all the music, don't get me wrong. But man, Lil Durk is out here killing it. When your album is #1 and goes #1 again and it's still in the top 5 like 5-6 weeks later, stop. Don't play with me, dog. I already done won. Checkmate. It's over. You know what I'm saying? And I think that really grinds dude's gears because this is a crazy stunt. And a lot of people were feeling bad because you see the dude's arm over dude and it felt like they was bullying him, man. It was just an all-around bad look. Now the dude SteveWillDoIt started to catch all the flack, man. You had other people coming out like this rapper Tafia, who's a Haitian rapper. He came out, and he's from South Florida, and he came out and he said this.
Wrong for that. You want no problem, man. The man got a call from whoever still will do it to come do a video. They ain't say nothing about no sick. When he got there, y'all gonna pop up and do all this. Listen, man, I don't want the pressure. Steve, or whoever you is, you getting all the pressure. All of it is on you. You wanna, this kid told you no multiple times. He told you he's loyal to Lil Durk. The kid fresh out the trenches from Haiti. Y'all try to bribe this kid 20 bands. He said no. Of course he could use the money. He said no because he loyal to Lil Durk. Shout out Lil Durk. I love what you did. You show that kid love. Mad love, respect. But yo, y'all playing with the wrong one like he ain't got no backup. He a Zoe at the end of the day. He don't know what's going on. He don't know nothing about none of his. Once he heard that name, he knew it was a no-go. I wish he would have called me. I told the G, yes, I wish he would call me while it was going down, not after. But man, listen, man, you finna get all the pressure. That little 5 band talking about you paid him off. You ain't paid him nothing.
Okay, so you heard the rapper Tafia. He was saying a lot, man. And I think the response is what had everybody like, is what had SteveWillDoIt like, man, this might be a little too much. I didn't want to get myself into all of this. So he said, man, let me go out here and do something, man, because obviously he didn't look at it like, I don't know, man. According to what he's saying, he didn't look at it like he was lining somebody up. But I mean, your better senses would tell you, like, if somebody tells you to tell somebody else to meet them somewhere and they don't want to be the go-between, they don't want to talk to them directly, then you need to back up from the situation. I mean, you can't be that game goofy. You can't be that goofy about, street stuff and stuff like that. Come on. At least I know you listen to rap, bruh. You know when lining somebody up is. And you know that, man, you line somebody up, you bear the consequences of what happens with them. You are in that chain now. And I don't think he was ready for all that because you had rapper Tafia and you had other people. And according to his own self, you had people in his comment section or in his DMs sending him type of crazy comments. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, hold up, I ain't signed up for all this. So he's swearing off old dude, his homeboy. He's swearing him off. And what's crazy about it is they had this SteveWillDoIt guy on the All Athletes, what is it called? All Athletes, what is it with Shannon Sharp and not Shannon Sharp. What's my dude, man? I Am Athlete. There he goes. They had him on I Am Athlete. Now, I Am Athlete is a platform where ex-football players and some of the big names, I'm talking about your Chad Ochocinco, your, what's my dude, Shady McCoy, who's the guy who was grilling him? I can't remember dude's name, but he was, the big dudes, the guys who they part-time, they be on like FS1, being sportscasters and stuff like that. You know, that they do a lot of good interviews with past athletes. Great platform, right? Well, they had SteveWillDoIt on there for about 30 minutes, and they grilled him the whole time behind this one issue. The whole topic was about what went down with Perkio, because they weren't feeling that. And SteveWillDoIt was on the defense the whole time, and he ended up swearing off a lot of people, like, you know, old dude that initially set this whole thing up. So let's actually see a part of that video right now.
Right now, I'm not filming or doing anything with 6ix9ine anymore.
There you go.
Because here's the thing, with me, if someone does something to me where they like use my name, right, and then the consequences I got is I'm getting death threats and I'm looking like this bad guy when I had no ill intention, I would cut them off.
Right, there you go.
Honestly. And, you know, I'm telling my friends, my girlfriend, everyone, it's like, no one just gets a pass because they're famous or whatever. It's like, I do a lot of good and everyone loves me and everything. And for someone to use my name and put me in a situation where I don't understand and I would never want to be a part of, and now I'm getting all this hate and everything. Like,
now y'all heard, man. Shady McCoy was kind of in that clip. Shady McCoy, he really wasn't like grilling him. You know what I mean? He was really giving him an opportunity to talk. But during the whole 30-something minute interview, him and Brandon Marshall are kind of giving it to him, like, "Yo, dog, you just essentially lining somebody up. Like, is you okay with that?" And they were like, "Come on, man." They wasn't letting him bail out either. It was like, "Yo," like, because he was like, "Oh, I don't know about this stuff. I don't know anything about any of this street stuff." He kind of tried to play that card, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people been on his bumper, right? But they weren't letting him up easy, man. So he eventually said, "Yo, I'm about to swear off old dude, you know, because he put me in this situation and I ain't even want to have nothing to do with any of this." You know what I mean? Which is crazy. And thank you, Brandon Marshall. Yeah, I got it. But that's crazy, man. So what do y'all think about dude swearing off old boy, you know, separating himself from this entire situation? You said when you deal with a rat, you're going to get the cheese, man. Yo, trophy. You know what I mean? Guy, I hate auto-tune. Wow. Is dude a scammer? Who said that? Wow, man. Okay, my bad. I'm reading through the comments. But I like the fact, well, it seemed like he was taking ownership. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think he's owning up to this and he's trying to correct it? Or do you feel like, man, this is a cop-out?
right now, I'm not filming or doing anything with 6ix9ine anymore.
There you go.
Because here's the thing, with me, if someone does something to me where they like use my name, right, and then the consequences I got is I'm getting death threats and I'm looking like this bad guy when I had no ill intention, I would cut them off.
Right, there you go.
Honestly. And, you know, I'm telling my friends, my girlfriend, everyone, it's like, no one just gets a pass because they're famous or whatever. It's like, I do a lot of good and everyone loves me and everything. And for someone to use my name and put me in a situation where I don't understand and I would never want to be a part of, and now I'm getting all this hate and everything, like.
Now, yeah, man, it seemed like he had a change of heart. Like he kind of understands the gravity of the situation now. You know what I mean? Not to say he didn't when he was out there doing what he was doing, because I still think, like, come on, bro, you can't be that goofy. You know that, yo, if you exchange a meetup and the person is not aware of who's meeting them on the back end, it's a setup. Come on, man, everybody knows that. You know what I mean? You're trying to set somebody up, allegedly, man. Now, I'm not saying that was his intention. So let me get right. I'm not saying that was his intention, but that's the way that a lot of people in the hip-hop community perceive that whole situation, man. But I don't know. It seemed like Shady McCoy in that clip was being cool with him. Brandon Marshall and those cats, they was not. They was all getting on him kind of, up until the end of the video because they wasn't trying to hear that. They really weren't trying to hear that. But do you think this came from just him feeling that way personally, or is it because of cats like Tafia dropping videos where they basically telling them like, yo, what you did was some messed up stuff and you shouldn't even be rocking out like that. You know what I mean? Let me see what y'all saying in the comments here. Y'all say it's a cop-out? You say it's partially genuine and partial, oh man, I done messed up. You know what I'm saying? I have a partial genuine partner, but he could have get someone drilled and he don't see. Yeah, man, that's the crazy. And that's what I said in my very first video about this is, dog, you getting somebody lined up. You having to meet somebody they don't know they supposed to meet. What if he get drilled? You know what I'm saying? What if something horrible happens, bro? Dog, you involved. Oh, this is great. In the whole video, Brandon Marshall says that to him. Brandon Marshall says that to him. He says that almost verbatim. It's like, dog, like if you got somebody out here, you setting them up. What if something crazy happens? Like, what if they even would have put hands on that boy? You know what I mean? You said he sounds scared. Yeah, I think that, yeah, man. I think, yeah. I feel like maybe he understands the gravity of the situation now. And I would suggest anybody, never, man, I would never, if you told me, yo, man, I need you to get so-and-so here, and I don't want him to know, man, if you don't go, dog, I think DJ Academics had one of the best takes about this week. And you know, old boy, it's his man's. And he was live, and he said, nah, I don't rock with that. And what I would tell my mans is, if you got a problem with Durk, dog, you need to roll up to Durk yourself. Handle your business. You know what I'm saying? Like, why all this around the bush, beating around the bush, looking for clout if you got a real issue? If you got a real issue, handle your issue, dog. Like, what's up with all this all around the world stuff, dog? You know what I mean? Like, wow, man. You know, that goes to show you really don't have a problem. They don't have a problem with you. You're just chasing clout, bro. You're just chasing clout. And you might end up getting somebody else hurt in the middle of you chasing clout, which is even worse. Horrible, bro. You know what I mean? Not to say that happened. And dude even went on social media and basically said that, yo, they wasn't going to hurt dude, but he looked uncomfortable and he looked bullied. You know what I mean? He apologizing because he's scared. I don't know, man. Do y'all think SteveWillDoIt was scared? Or like, did he get enough messages about the situation to where people was like, to where he was like, okay, I really messed up this time. You know, let me confront this. Now, dude is a millionaire, like I said, man. Like, he's big on this YouTube platform. So, and then he could play it a different way than everybody else can play it. I'll say that. You know, he could say, hey, I don't know about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Where the rest of us, if we did, you know, there wouldn't be no, I'll leave it alone. But yeah, man. So I wanted to make sure that I backtracked and at least did a catch up on that story right there. Now, we had a relatively light crowd in here this week on this Saturday, but I need everybody to do something for me as a team, man. Everybody at this time, make sure you hit that like button, man. Everybody hit that like button because we about to be up out of here. Now, I'm going to go through here and see if there's any cities that need a shout out. And yes, Academics had a great take on this, man. He had a wonderful take on this, man. Yeah, he did. He had a choice to walk away, but looking at that gate that he was by, you know what I'm saying, and looking at the situation, he already distanced himself. He's already in the corner. Like, what else do you want him to do? I don't know. I can't blame Perkio. I just can't, man. I can't. You know, he's a kid at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But with that, man, this been your boy, Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace. Oh, yeah. And appreciate you in the chat, Denver. What up, Denver? Napa, California, with all the wine out there. What's up? Everybody who showed up in the chat this week, much respect, much love to y'all. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. And if I ain't hit your city this week, I'll hit it next week and beyond. You know what I'm saying? And we out of here. Peace.